Hi, what's up, y'all? It's poppin'. It's D. About to react to this vid by Fly Trends. It's titled Kids Who Were Unfazed on Beyond Scared Straight. This is such a classic show, okay? It will forever have a special place in my heart. I've seen many clips from this show over the years. I don't think I've ever watched a full episode, though, to be honest. Just mainly clips on YouTube. Although I do have two very long, movie-length long videos of Beyond Scared Straight that I reacted to. Check those out if you haven't already. They were pretty entertaining, like an hour and a half each, I'm pretty sure, something like that. Anyway, yeah, let's see these baby kids that were unfazed. Let's watch.
The expected reaction when surrounded by inmates is fear, which is why intimidation is one of the key tools of the program. But here are some children who remained undaunted by the officers and inmates.
I'm unfazed. That sounds like about the weekend.
Hey, to be down for the get down, man, please. Right up. You gon' die.
Do it Thursday, Friday.
You gonna die.
Holy chicks.
Cover up, please. Do not call him his taco meat. That's disgusting.
Don't touch me no more. Don't touch me no more.
Why are you spelling coming like this?
Bro, what kind of grip you in? Alright.
I'm gonna leave you in here.
Anthony doesn't take anything seriously, which is why he worries his mom, who finds his attitude rubbing off on
The
his
people who
own
don't get
sister.
scared, that's some serial killers.
I'm Anthony, I'm 14, and I've been
That's what they gonna go on to be.
for gun charges. I don't need God to help me.
Okay. Move.
Cause I would be shook.
Nothing ticks off officers more than the smug grin on Anthony's face, and if he were allowed, this officer would probably smack it off his face.
Think it's a joke? Think it's funny?
Yeah.
Why?
What's he doing
Me
today?
and
Can we get a
everybody
follow-up?
else. Oh my God! God ain't gonna help you here.
Can someone give Willie his well-deserved medal, because he calls out his offense like it's a breakthrough in string theory?
What's your problem? Why are you here today? You're proud of being disrespectful. I don't give a crap.
Despite their tactics, Willie remains unmoved by the officers. Would meeting with the inmates be any different?
He's a grown man. Smack him. Go ahead. Smack him. Smack me around like you smack your
He
mom
look
this
like,
morning. Puts a roof
oh.
over your head, buys that clothes you got on, and you're gonna hit her? Put your pants down before I take you down.
He looked like everybody
Anthony is
has
happy to have camaraderie in his rebellion and acts up even more.
If you gotta use the bathroom, it's right there. If you need a drink of water, it's right there. It's
That's
funny.
how
That's
traumatizing
what you
it
want for your sister.
Anthony's
I'm not gonna
continued
share.
defiance gets to the officer, and he snaps.
I know you are.
You are time. You won't even stand up and try to help your sister.
Don't rely on a coward to protect you.
If the officers were expecting Willie and Anthony to behave when they meet the inmates, they're in for a world of disappointment.
You feel me? I'll bust your man, boy. You don't think I'll make your man up?
Not him amused by this.
Don't you let him grab you.
Isn't it disturbing how Anthony has the look of a child in a candy store mesmerized by
Yes.
all he sees?
Yes.
The program seems to have an opposite effect on him than intended, as he looks immensely fascinated by prison life.
Right, he like, I want to live here permanently.
You gonna go in there with him?
Cortasia has more vices than some adults would ever have in their lifetime, and she isn't bothered about it. But thankfully, her family is.
My name is Cortasia. I'm 15. I get in trouble for fighting, smoking weed.
She look like,
So I busted the girl's head open. Then they called the police.
Lakeisha has experienced the horrors of incarceration
Okay.
and doesn't want it for her child, whose actions point to prison as her destination.
I went to prison for possession of CDS.
Reason why I'm worried about Cortasia's getting high.
Agreement.
Cortasia gives the officers hell at intake, which means her tour will be as dramatic as possible. At the inmate interview, the inmates are
I think I
immediately
remember
drawn to
her. She
Cortasia.
seems
They
familiar.
probe to see what she's made of.
I remember this struggling ponytail.
Take them out so you ain't gonna say you
She's made of sterner stuff than other teenagers. She doesn't dissolve into tears when cornered, but gives as much as she gets.
I ain't gonna be nobody. You are. You are. You are. You are.
I don't do that. You gonna respect me.
You not. You don't bang. Blood all day soup.
If Queen thinks talking to
Grandma.
Cortasia like an adult would yield another result, she's in for a shock. That strategy might work with others, but Cortasia is different.
Cortasia about that life.
You come up there real sad, boy. I will smash you out. And you do for fun is gonna end up gonna get killed for playing. You don't do this for fun. You gonna be in the ICU, ready to be down for the get down. Man, please, right up. You gonna die.
KK's speech is a blend of TK and Queen's efforts, but the reaction isn't positive either.
So you gangin' blood, huh? What the blood doing for you? Don't like me to hold in your face. Do something.
Yeah,
You
that was
ain't the only one who wanna be in and out penitentiary. I don't care.
With the interview with the inmates being an abysmal failure, the officers try their luck again with Cortasia.
Get you nowhere. That's not gonna get you nowhere. Make me. Blood. Punch me. Get me the hand.
Finally, someone calls it. No part of the program succeeds in getting through to Cortasia.
Yes.
Everyone worries about where she'll end up if she doesn't change.
Jail. She in jail now, I'm sure.
You care, don't you?
I need to look up
For pushing her.
where does she
Keep going
go.
the way that you want. You're gonna be right here. I promise you.
When surrounded, most of the teenagers act with defiant
She's a big
rage,
shot.
but very few act with lethal calm.
Tough, right here. You the tough one, gangster, huh? What's up? What's up?
Unsurprisingly, after the initial chaos, the inmates singled Kenneth out as the teen with the heart of stone. That's the kind they enjoy breaking. But would they be able to break him?
What you in here for? Gang banging. You little punk ass, Black Stone. Punk ass dude.
Kenneth responds to all the questions thrown at him coolly, making the inmates more determined to get a reaction out of him.
Man, he don't even know no lit, man. He ain't in no game, man.
Guards only come through every 30 minutes. And go a whole nother 30 minutes with your bitch ass.
You ever been in trouble before, little boy?
Yeah.
For what? Speak up. I can't hear you.
It's like talking to a robot, and this frustrates the gentleman in orange to no end.
They'll take you, man. You'll wind up in a bitch somewhere. Sit your bitch ass down, man. Sit your bitch ass down. You ain't hear me?
What block you from?
George's expression mirrors the shock most people in the room feel as not even a big bad wolf gets through to Kenneth.
I'm the big dog, so when they come in here with that bull, I'ma set their ass straight.
Cause you one of them tough. I sell that boy for Zuzus, that's what you gonna be.
The heat is taken off Kenneth for
Not
a
that
moment
boy.
when the inmates focus on David, who shows he can be malleable in the right circumstance.
Do it Thursday, Friday. Stand your ass up to
Homeless shit. Homeless shit.
Stop.
Right
Stop.
here.
give it to him. I wish you don't do.
Not comb the
Did Kenneth
chest
just say
hair.
no while looking him straight in the eyes?
You sorry for grab the comb, man. Watch out, man. Grab the
I'm not
comb,
doing
dog. Better grab the comb. Do the I tell you. Man, get the up off me, man. Man, let me go, man.
Not only is Kenneth not scared, he doesn't allow himself even to be moved by an emotion as mundane as anger. With that face, he would be great at poker.
He's a fucking serial killer. Where is he now? I'm looking him up.
Hey, let me go. I'm coming back for your ass. I get paid to fight. I
He is.
Isaiah is the pack's
Oddly
leader, and he
unmoved.
shows the officers the position
That's the
isn't
definition
just
of
because his
unbothered.
age.
Why would you?
This is what's
Right? Why would you do
When a
that?
teen proves animate, torturing the sibling is a sure way to get them to behave. What would Isaiah do to save his younger brother?
Isaiah, that is not his goddamn name.
Eat it. Swallow that damn sandwich, man, all right?
No, that shit
Eat
is
it. Grab a sandwich. Don't eat it.
Apparently nothing except sit on his butt and dish out orders. It works though, as Jeremiah gets over his moment of repentance.
Don't eat that, man. Just no, man. See? Teach me bad
That's
stuff.
why you teach your
Everybody
man.
like that bullshit.
Faith is the next pawn in the officer's arsenal, and while she proves cooperative, she isn't helpful in securing Isaiah's cooperation.
Do you like this? So grab that sandwich here.
Pick it up.
If even his baby sister's tears don't get Isaiah to change, what makes the officers think they're screaming in his face would? All it'll succeed in doing is to make him angry, not remorseful.
Oh, no, man. Fix your hands. Off my table. You already said what to do. Don't touch me no more. Don't touch me no more. You know what you gotta do, bro?
Like he about to snap.
He's taking care of you. He's gonna give you the same look.
If you can't help her, at least don't add to her problem. Jeremiah's defiance only adds germs to the list of things Faith has to endure on this tour. Taking a cue from Big Bro, Jeremiah shows he can be the mule, and the officers are back to square one with him. Maybe they should separate the siblings so Isaiah doesn't keep undoing their progress with the other siblings.
Stop. Listen, if something happens to her, what are you going to do? Stop acting like him over there. You better than that.
Spoken like a true Pharisee, Isaiah keeps paying lip service to his brotherly devotion, but his actions say something else.
I do care about my sister. How much? You're not showing it. You're not showing it.
Even though Nigel and Alexis are sisters, they are as different as day and night, which is revealed minutes into the jail tour.
My name is Shanell, 13. I drink and I fight with my mom. And I fight with my brothers and sisters.
Having one delinquent is a lot for a parent, and dealing with two is more than Michelle can handle. So she signs up the siblings for the jail tour.
Oh, she's so cute on the beach.
Something can be really going on serious, and Alexis will laugh in your face. Big sisters. If they learn something from it, they can help each other.
Being the eldest doesn't always equate to being the toughest. Nigel's tough exterior cracks in prison.
Your sister right now, and you need to tell your sister that you're going to lead by example.
Alexis, I love you.
Do you love your sister?
Yes, I love my sister.
Unfortunately, the tour isn't having the same effect on Alexis, who seems even more hardened than before she came in.
Do you love your sister?
I love you.
Do you mean it?
No, sir.
That's piss poor, you know that, right?
Alexis's disposition is so cold that even Taylor, another team in the program, comments on it.
Comes back.
Did I want to stop communicating with her more?
She just stood in her sister's face and said she loved her. You know how much that hurt her? Words do not go away.
True to her promise in jail, Nigel becomes a better person after the program, but the same can't be said for her younger sister.
Yeah, I got a better attitude, but me and Alexis' relationship was just the same.
Family is a great motivator to do better, and if she cannot feel anything for her sibling, how would Alexis relate with others or be motivated to change?
I want them to be there for each other, talk, communicate.
Maybe it'll happen one day.
Christian has strength, but doesn't know how to use it without getting in trouble.
I'm Christian, I'm 15, I get angry and I like to fight. I really just care about fighting. If you don't knock me out, then I pretty much won't stop fighting.
His parents have taken measures, but the solution is temporary. Christian needs to figure out how to relate to people with his words.
How many kids on this goddamn show?
Integrated into society.
Up until his past school year, which was 8th grade. When he got in school, he wanted to fight everybody.
At school, I got kicked out of school for that.
Didn't really hurt himself.
Scott's analysis of the situation is grim but accurate, and the jail program is the only solution left.
You gonna do this or what?
His mama's twin.
He's already done it. His mom got into an argument. As they were arguing, once he gets mad, he just loses it. Somebody will stab you.
Like everyone on our list, Christian isn't worried about the program and gives the officers a tough time with his nonchalance.
I'm not scared of going to the jail.
Not scared of jail.
Why are you attacking this tree, child? It did nothing to you.
Fight anybody.
Fight, we can fight.
Christian's boast isn't without substance. There is no barrier between him and the inmate, yet he challenges him without batting an eyelash.
You mine. You like candy bars? What type of candy bar you like?
Oh my God.
You wind up in here, who do you think you're going to be listening to? You will listen to him.
Nothing the inmate throws at Christian worries him, and when the interview is over, he gives a parting shot guaranteed to make the inmate see red as a thank you for your time.
What y'all love to do all day, right? Love to fight. And fights ain't always fair.
Fight one way or the other. I remember this blue eye.
Okay.
He isn't the only one in the group who refuses to be bullied into compliance by the inmates. For lack of a better word, Laurent looks bored by their performance.
Oh boy.
What kind of grip you in?
His eyes so big.
I'm gonna leave you here. You grip, you ain't no grip.
After watching the inmate release so much steam, Christian shuts him up with his declaration. He's obviously an intelligent kid, so one wonders why he isn't using his talents legally.
Oh, you say signs don't matter? Get with me. Promise you, if these police wasn't here, I'd punch you out. You ain't even on my food chain. This is what your parents are gonna send you, and I will beat the brakes off your ass.
MMA works on the street.
Oh, MMA don't work on the street.
I don't fight just to fight.
In here, you have to fight.
That look is what the program loves to see from the teens. But sometimes one comes along that refuses to yield, and this group has such.
You in here with the big boys, son. You know when you're going to be in there? Yeah, you need to get yourself together.
Nigel is the laughing in their face type, which means he would get into unnecessary trouble before the tour is over.
You can see with me every day. Hey, how you doing? I see your girlfriend. You see me? Yeah.
Yes. They turned me into this little punk. And that's what they gonna turn you into.
There is no fear in Nigel's eyes, and the officers and inmates push him to see how much he can take before falling apart.
Come on, let's go. Over here. Let's go. Let's go.
If they thought it would be easy, they thought wrong, as Nigel doesn't give them the satisfaction of watching him quake in terror.
There's a lot of pressure when you make me nervous. Don't do it.
When he finally shows emotion, it isn't fear, but anger that makes him tremble. Maybe speaking to him like an adult would work better than bullying?
Come on. Come on.
Sit down, Nigel. Why your fist balled up?
Good, man. They all in my face.
You can't fight them. Welcome to the club. A nation full of black men incarcerated.
Welcome to the club. Yeah, this program was not very effective at all. I really want to look up some of these people though, because their reactions was giving serial killer to the max. Like, I don't know if you should be 12, 13 and that unfazed by all of these criminals all screaming in your face. I would have been so scared. And they just was like, it's giving serial killer. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. Let me know what other videos you've been watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.